I'm Garima Bhandari. I'm 37 years old. I'm a certified image consultant and a national yoga mentor. I'm also a single parent to two beautiful kids, Adhya and Tushar. Bullying is something that is done to someone to make them feel bad, not just by actions of words, but it involves many other passive ways of harassment, verbal, emotional abuse, intimidation, and sometimes swear words. All my school life, I was almost sidelined and almost every day ate my lunch alone. So all my school life, I was just made to believe that I was merely a pretty face with no other good. My dad was the most important and the only man, the first ever man I loved in my life. If you are also one of those few who've lost a parent at a very early age, perhaps you have gone through something, an irreparable loss that nobody else from your age would have ever seen or encountered. When at the age of 14, 15, the news hit me that my dad is no more, I honestly had no time to wallow in grief, and I had to just tell myself that there is life ahead of me and I have to keep going. कहते हैं भगवान हमारे साथ हर जगह खुद नहीं हो सकता, इसलिए शायद उसने अपने रूप में माँ को हमारे पास भेजा. My mother actually was the one who was my teacher and who kind of helped me fathom this grief, this pain, this sad demise of my father. And she taught us that what is fearlessness all about. She taught us compassion, she taught us love. She would wake up really early in the morning. She would wake up by 4, cook the breakfast for us, make the lunch for us, make the beds, make us ready for the school, do her errands, and then leave for work. So my mother really made a huge sacrifice of her own life, her own choices. Just when I was on the threshold of my career, at the onset of my career, I would say, before I knew, I was already married. I didn't get really a time to choose, and I was just another normal girl who believed in the fairy tales. And I really wished and hoped for a loving husband. An unhappy marriage or an unhappy home is not the most conducive environment for the kids to grow up. So you take decisions because of your kids. So it was just one fine day that I just decided to leave my matrimonial home with my youngest child, who I was still lactating. He was still on my breastfeed, and I had nowhere to go. I didn't know what I'd do. I had no career left, and I had no funds. All I had was that maybe is nirasha, maybe koi asha hai, and the belief I had in me that I will still make way. Honestly speaking, my marriage actually taught me that how before everything else, and every relationship, that's the golden rule I live by now, that in every relationship, self-respect comes first and foremost before everything else. Single parenting, just not easy. Emotionally, you're really wrecked. You are financially really juggling, and yet at the same time, you have every day wake up and self-motivate yourself, no matter how you feel inside. But on the outside, you have to always be happy and chirpy for the kids. You have to put your best foot forward, almost like a mask. So, despite all this, that my kids are waiting at home and they need me as a mother, I was trying to establish myself professionally, trying to make things work, and all of a sudden, I receive is so much deceit. Actually, I was backstabbed by my closest of colleagues, not just once, twice, but many times over, only to realize that they would just turn up and ask me after the backstab that why do you bleed? I think it is my sheer belief in my own self, my own work that when it struck the first of every month, I would somehow have enough work actually to take care of my expenses. My kids I've seen are way different than the other kids I see of their age. Not that I'm trying to praise them because they are my kids, but they really are very evolved for their age. They understand things more deeply. The hardships that my kids have seen at such an early age are actually, they are all the foundation of what actually builds their wonderful character. So, with all these trials and betrayals and the heartaches that I had seen, I realized that undervaluing myself over and over again was just serving me no good. So, with that thought of being able to take care of my own self and giving myself that enriching experience, I just rolled out my yoga mat one day without any much knowledge about it or the basic understanding of it. But I just wanted to have some sort of emancipation for myself, some sort of a solace, I would say. They say that you don't get to choose yoga, yoga picks you. So I'm very happy and grateful to my teacher and my Param Guru, my teacher Ajay Tokas and my Param Guru at Mysore, Sharan Joy, for giving me the yoga way of life. And I'm now a proud Ashtanga yoga practitioner, and I also mentor a lot of people through my videos on the sacred practice of yoga. What I really want to say is that you might be isolated by people, you might be disregarded, belittled, be told of things like you're just good for nothing. There might be many other roadblocks, there might be stumbles, you might topple over many times, you might have bruises, so many things, but trust me, only with your self belief and obviously with your gusto and hard work, um, the universe will align it for you.